Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We have quite a bit to do today. But our first thing is, I want to get up to some adventurism in the Horn of Africa. So, I still think Majerteen's the best target. So, let me see, I don't want to conquer. If I try to make you a protectorate, who steps in? Gaza, not worried about that. And Walega, also not worried about that. Ethiopia can't because they owe us an obligation. Oh, that's neat. Cool. Alright, let's do it. Let me just make sure I don't have no problematic diplomacy. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. And they have said no, which is not shocking. So, they've got an army of 7 battalions. 5 of line infantry, 1 of line infantry, 1 of lancers. Alright, so we're going to need the main army. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. We'll go ahead and station them in Madagascar. We'll take the Marine Royale, we'll put them here. And we'll set that going. So there are a few other things we need to get started with. We just unlocked electrification, so that means that it's going to be time to build some power plants in our home territory. So what's the primary thing? The primary thing is we want to electrify the streetlights. So, let me see. This is going to take 3 electricity per level of urban center. Power plants produce 60 electricity. So let's see. So 20 or below, we're going to need 1 level. Above 20, we're going to need 2. So Flanders needs 2. Wallonia needs 1. Gelre needs 1. Holland needs 1. Friesland needs 1. Alright, easy peasy. Go ahead and queue. Oh, Flanders already has 1. Lovely. We'll swap that over. That was probably built by someone else. Probably the French. The Germans. The Prussians. Excuse me. We'll queue in all those other levels. Gelre has 1 as well. Go ahead and swap that right now. What about Holland? Holland has a power plant. Wonderful. And then finally, Friesland does not yet have 1, so we'll queue 1 in there. Alright, that's going to be easy. So we'll put that at the bottom of the track here. Now, overly enthusiastic partisans. Supporters of the Free Trade Party have gone beyond simply campaigning for their own party, harassing and sometimes physically attacking opposing partisans. I'm a simple party man. That's all. I know who I like, I know who I don't like, and I know I want my people to win and their people to lose. Crack down to reduce their momentum, or let them continue unmolested, reduced political strength for the rural folk. Interesting. I think I'm actually going to go with the second one, because weakening the rural folk will make the government stronger. Doesn't seem like anyone's interested in getting in here, which is good. I don't think we need quite this many ports, so I'm going to cancel most of them. I think those railways are more important. Obviously, this is costing the government a lot of money, but that is what it is. Let's take a quick look at our subject states before I go anywhere here. Alright, they're all puppets except for Sumatra. And Sumatra will be ready soon to be downgraded. Minus 0.11 per week. So they're losing 5 per year. It's going to take about 2 years. Alright, that's just fine. Get that going there. Let me see. Companies are still productive. Laws are looking rock solid. Liberal Party is extremely strong. Got space for some agitators if I want to bring anyone in to get any laws done. The armed forces want total separation of church and state, which I am tempted to give them. Catholic Church is moderate in strength. A nihilist. Interesting. So that's someone I could bring in if I wanted to do that, which I don't necessarily. Alright. We are getting near to the end of this. No one has stepped in, so I'm feeling extremely confident in my ability to win this war. Democratic solidarity. In a pro-suffrage gesture, Louis Blanqui has released a positive endorsement for the Liberal Party for its stalwart supporting of voting rights in the United Netherlands. There is no issue in our republic greater than that of the franchise, that method through which the people may decide any future issue which comes their way. With this in mind, my endorsement should come as no surprise. The Liberal Party is the guardian of the Dutch franchise, 30% momentum, or perhaps some party members more than others, 20% momentum only instead of 30, but stronger intelligentsia. I'm actually going to go with the second one because the intelligentsia is a huge block of the party. Oh, and the trade unions are going to join with the agrarians. Interesting. Yeah, we'll go with stronger liberals. And once the election comes around, we'll see how that affects things. Alright, so the Liberal Party did not take a majority. We are still stuck with a, with Jacob van Diemen. Now, if we simply put the trade unionists out, we will be at 60... at I think 72. Let me quickly do this. Let's see what our options are. So our best option here in terms of legitimacy is this, plus 12. We go here. Oh, I see. So it's plus this is our proposed legitimacy, not current legitimacy. I could also go a little bit less to pull the industrialists in, but I don't think I want the industrialists in here. I think I want this this setup here. It's very curious that so the petite bourgeoisie are going to end up as the party whip of the agrarian party. Alternatively, I can pull all of them in. But I think this is a mistake. I think the petite bourgeoisie are still going to cause me problems. So I think we'll just go full intelligentsia. Direct rule from the universities. And now from here, we can do appointed bureaucrats. And obviously that's going to make the petit bourgeois mad, but only a little bit mad. How are they currently feeling about the situation? Let me see. -4 from appeasement. Okay, they're in the pro-French dorks who are mad since France broke their alliance with us. And they're a little mad about the votes and the guaranteed liberties stuff. But still, I think I can go ahead and go to appointed bureaucrats. It's going to weaken them, but I think that's the thing that I'm trying to do, so that's all upsides for me. Petit bourgeois are no longer powerful. Interesting. Oh, weird. The trade unions got a bunch of power. Well, that's good for us. Alright, let's go ahead and start our naval invasion. So, we currently have 30% success chance, 61% advance chance. Some of that's going to change once the petit bourgeois start agitating against the new law, which they almost assuredly will. But that's not necessarily a problem for me. Got a naval invasion happening here. It's going just fine. I'm feeling extremely confident. So where are we with tech? We are still working on Je ne Colle. We're sprinting for trench warfare, or trench works. And we're going to grab some other stuff, but of course we need to fill in the navals before that. We already got military statistics spreading to us, so that shouldn't be a problem. In fact, let's reorder here. We'll put self-propelled torpedoes in next. We'll let military statistics continue to spread. Then we'll queue in trench works up to machine gun. Oh my goodness. There's a civil war in Brazil. Let me see. It's a liberal revolt. It's not as big as it could have been thought. Paraguay will certainly join in because of their alliance. And Majerteen is a protectorate. Beautiful. Alright, so... gonna go ahead and start improving relations with you. And now we'll start grabbing the states around them. So... I think Warsangali is a good target. Geledi is a good target. Isak is a good target. They have a defensive pact with Harar, but Harar is probably not going to be a factor in this. We'll do Geledi first. So if I just gank Geledi, again, Gaza's fixing to step in. Walega too, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. So we'll go ahead and grab it. Do I need a proper force? Yeah, I should bring a proper force. Alright. Mobilize! Start you over there. Now this Brazil thing. Do I need to get involved here? I don't think so. I think they don't... They've got Minas Gerais, which is a big place, but, and a very important part of Brazil. But I think the rest will be fine. So I'm probably going to let Brazil do its thing and not worry about it. Oh, go back to suppressing the petite bourgeoisie. Forgot I'd turned that off. Whew! That was nearly a problem. Alright, and here we go. Now we got 40% stall chance due to the counter movement. Public address goes awry. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of appointed bureaucrats by Cornelius Basley has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the intelligentsia. Fumbling through a series of poorly presented talking points, Cornelius Basley's arguments have been viciously and convincingly picked apart by his political opponents. The question on everyone's lips now is merely if this mishap was due to the inherent failings of appointed bureaucrats, or can be chalked down to the political incompetence of the intelligentsia. It's the fault of this poorly thought-out proposal, minus 15% enactment chance. Basley must take the blame for this setback, minus 10% enactment chance, weaker intelligentsia, or scrap the current draft and make a show of a rewrite. This is a risk, but it's 10% enactment chance. I'm going to go with the third one. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. But now we're north, our success chance is north of our stall chance, so hopefully that'll lead to some good stuff. And we still have a 20% chance of an advance. Alright, so there's Genocole unlocked. Let's go ahead and flip our... No, this is the one that's done at the naval base level. Shabamzo. Alright, now. Brazilian Liberal Revolt is offering us an obligation. You know, what is this revolt about? Presidential Republic landed voting. It's about home affairs. You want to not have a National Guard. Oh, and separation of church and state. Yeah, I don't think that doesn't really help me. You know, I'm gonna not worry about it. I'd already said I wasn't gonna worry about it, but I'm gonna not worry about it extra hard now. Obviously, Majerteen, I'm needing to outrun the results of my own aggression with this improved relations, but I'm doing my best here. And hopefully, once these get built, I'll be able to stop dipping into my construction pool and let the private sector handle it. In fact, depending on how things look, there's a lot of cash in the investment pool, but I don't want to go too far too fast. Oh, I'm going everywhere. I don't want to go too far too fast with that, so we'll just let things be for now. Game's running real slow. Oh, please don't be crashing. Okay, alright. We're good. We're good. It was fine. It wasn't crashing. It was just pretending it was going to crash. Units error handling themselves all over the place. Doing their best. Electricity shortage in Flanders. That's one of the ones I'm building. No, I'm building one in Friesland. Well, that was silly. We'll go ahead and build up one in Flanders as well and put that first because we're in a shortage. After that, we'll look at how much it'll take to go to electric sawmills, but for the moment, we'll just stay doing what we're doing. I'm not going to need to do too much here in this war. I'm basically just going to need to conquer the territory. Basically just land the naval invasion. They only have one state. So I'll be fine. Hey, anarchism is unlocked. Wonderful. And after that... and once we've gotten that naval invasion, we can pass that territory over to Majerteen. That'll reduce their liberty desire, and all will be well. And once they're a puppet, I think they necessarily join wars. If that doesn't work, we'll find out. Gosh darn it. Red tape. The civil service, currently led by the petite bourgeoisie, are deliberately stalling the government by creating unnecessary paperwork. They demand that their jobs be protected under the Appointed Bureaucrats law. I'd be happy to assist, but unfortunately this requisition form has only been stamped twice. You'll have to file a complaint with the regional ombudsman, who is currently very busy optimizing our new filing system. You can expect a prompt response within 6 to 8 months. Current civil servants can keep their positions, reduce bureaucracy capacity, reduce enactment chance, petite bourgeois stronger, or unacceptable, get back to work, significantly reduce bureaucracy, reduce success chance, or use this opportunity to train their replacements, slightly reduce bureaucracy, increase success chance, but increase enactment time. Ugh. Or but one setback. I don't know. This feels like a trap at this point. I've already done this one time. But I don't want to make the petite bourgeoisie stronger. So I guess I'm just going to have to take the hit, and we're going to have to build up some more government bureaucracy in order to handle this. Ah, what a pain. What a pain. So let me see. 3 here. 2 here. 2 here. That should be plenty. Obviously, that's going to continue to mess with our finances, but it is what it is. Alright, so the Scandinavians have a Prussian uprising. Where? Ah. In Schleswig-Holstein. Population there is predominantly North German, which is interesting. Ooh, Paul Blarnese. A jingoist. Interesting. France colonized Western New Guinea, and there's the conquest completed. So, we'll go ahead and transfer the state to Majerteen. And that'll be nice. We're continuing to unite Somaliland under Majerteen rule. So, how are you doing for market access? You don't have enough. So you're going to need a railroad. And I'm actually going to put that in the top of the queue to make sure it gets done in good order. Again, I'm continuing to push back my my goal of not building more stuff, but I do have to build more stuff. In fact, we're probably going to need more than one railroad because infrastructure 46 of 39 is not that good. So I'm going to throw one more in. Next, we're going to go for Warsangali and Isak. I think maybe once we got Isak, we'll grab Ethiopia. What'll it take to get a protectorate over Ethiopia? 15 infamy. Alright, so that'll be just fine. So we'll grab these territories, and then we'll go after Warsangali. Who's going to step in? Gaza. You keep saying you will, but I don't think you're going to. Alright, you guys go back to Arena Kingdom. And I'm not going to get involved in this because none of the other European powers seem interested. Ooh, a bourgeois revolt in Siak. I'm going to have to deal with that as well. Go ahead and move a small army to the region. Not going to be much of an issue. Hey, Warsangali, you going to bring in anyone else? Maybe Isak? Maybe bring in Isak? That'll be fun, right? Bring Isak, bring in the buds, bring in the friends, bring in the friends. Still working on those power plants. Hey, we're in study. Wonderful. Come on, give me an advance in this. Be nice. Or just successes. Alright, there's vulcanization. That's really nice. That's going to give us some use for that rubber that we've got. Unfortunately, one of the things we've got going on is we don't actually need all that much luxury clothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Gelre and Friesland plants and move them over to just producing regular clothes. Then, for Flanders, we'll go to elastics. And what about Holland? If we go to... Yeah, there we go. Alright, and I think we can produce all of the luxury clothes we need in Flanders. That'll be nice. Oh, yeah, look at all that. Of course, some people are exporting luxury clothes to us, particularly the French, which is interesting. Let's sell these French clothes somewhere else. Okay. That's just the game not knowing what's happening. We'll export these French clothes to America. Heck yes, free trade. Oh my goodness. There's a capitalist revolt in the British Raj. Interesting. We'll stay out of that right now because we're in the process of doing our own imperialism. But once our other imperialism is sorted out, you know, maybe there'll be a time when we'll help India get free of British rule, but not today. There's too much going on and can't be bothered to keep track of them all. Go ahead and set this invasion rolling. I know we're looking like a kind of a broken record here, but that's okay. Ooh, someone's going after the French. No, the French are going after someone else. The French are going after Ait Abbas. Alright. There's that other thing. Where are you? Over here. Oh, yeah. North Africa. Interesting. Yeah, they did a lot of colonization before grabbing Constantine. I'm not sure why they haven't been more aggressive over there. Ooh, Portuguese mass immigration. Wonderful. There's that. So now, I think, now that we've got a front with Ethiopia, we're continuing to make Majerteen stronger. I'm going to go for Ethiopia now. So, any problematic diplomacy, you have an alliance with Majerteen. That's fine. I can fight both of y'all. That's not a problem. So we will go ahead and make you a protectorate. Gaza says they're going to step in. No one else seems interested. Egypt might, so I'm going to need to be a little bit conscientious. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Alright, so I'm going to put y'all over here on the front. And I am, I think, actually going to raise the conscripts. We're doing just fine over here in Asseh. Again, probably raising the conscripts, not that smart of an idea for right now, but... you know, it is what it is. Alright, nobody seems super interested in getting involved. Pleased about that. What do we have in events? Dissenters break ranks, another stall event. To outside observers, the intelligentsia may appear firmly committed to the idea of appointed bureaucrats. But behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of the reform. For how long have we stood together? How many times have we lent a willing hand your way? Yet our own concerns are left unanswered, and our own desires left unmet. If we shall not be heard here, we shall be so elsewhere. Offer them custodianship over a new draft, again a setback option for extra success chance. Loosen the purse strings, perhaps we can lure some of them back, reduce enactment chance, but not by as much. Or splitters, may the devil take them, a big penalty to enactment chance. I'm going to loosen the purse strings. I'm spending money already. It's going to be better sooner. Portugal's going after Tidor. What are you trying to do? You're trying to make Tidor a protectorate. Yeah, well, that's fine. That was something I thought about doing, but ultimately decided not to do. Portugal sides with Russia. Oh my goodness. Gaza sides with Ethiopia. Well, fine. Hold on a second. Portugal, did you just become a protectorate of Russia? You did. They went after Tidor, and to get help with Tidor, they accepted Russian protection. Bananas. Absolutely bananas. I can't believe it. I'm going to set these units to defense for now. Gold depleted in North Borneo, that's fine. I just think this situation is not... I'm going to declare neutrality on this. And this I don't need to get involved in, surely. Almost done with the situation in Siak. We've got, they've only got the one state, and we are 51% occupying it. So that should go pretty smooth once that gets done. Another situation over here, there's Hanover having a bourgeois revolt. I can safely ignore that as well, I think. Oh, British definitely making some progress over here in India. There's that, and the Second Dutch Army is making its way to the main front of Ethiopia, which is just about to kick off. Catalan mass immigration. A Somali Shit. Oh, that's really a problem. That's a huge problem. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, I just took this territory. I'm gonna have to naval invade that place, that area back. If I can go fast. Ooh, desperate allies. The proposal for appointed bureaucrats has sat in a deadlock. The intelligentsia have advocated for enlisting Paul Blargny's assistance in rallying the trade unions in favor of the government. There, upon the cusp of the division, everyone sees that nobody has a majority yet. One by one it dawns on them. The loose cannons, led by the most rabid dog of the bunch, have the votes they need. But who among them would be the first to climb off their ivory tower to win their favor? Make overtures to the undecided, 20% success chance and 15% stronger trade unions. Slander the opposition to oblivion, some other stuff, and success chance. This is going to make Francois Versailles de Varac, the leader of the trade unions, unpopular, but do the same for Bosley, our leader of the intelligentsia. Or forge ahead without them, we can win. Much stronger intelligentsia, reduced enactment chance. I'm going to make overtures to the undecided. I always do this. I think stronger trade unions is good for the situation more generally. So that's how I'm going to get there. Okay, if I can get a hold of one state before this pops off, then that's going to make this a lot easier. Otherwise, it won't, and I'll have to do 2 invasions. Let's go ahead and put the Marine Royale out at sea, just for role-playing reasons. Secessionists bomb building. The militant wing of the secession movement have claimed responsibility for an explosion at a government building, announcing that the time for open war is rapidly approaching. Perhaps we cannot decide if there will be a war, perhaps we cannot decide even when there will be a war, but perhaps our decisions while trying to exercise control over these issues will determine who will be on our side when the war comes. The Somali want to destroy the nation, bunch of devastation in Flanders, 10% of Somali pops become more radical, or we will not let this loathsome act ruin the fragile peace we have, salty industrialists and Catholic Church. I think radicalizing Somali pops is not that big of a deal at this stage, whereas Catholic Church I definitely want to keep happy. Alright, so we'll see if we can get through here and do a thing, and if not, we'll need to conquer the territory back first. So there's the secession. I'm going to station both of our armies back in Madagascar. Well, they can't move right now because they're technically still in battle. This one can. And this one can as well. So basically, we'll invade back in there, and then we'll go after Ethiopia once this diplomatic play kicks off, which it will pretty soon. So this is going to be a slightly longer episode because my my brilliant plan was crushed by a whole situation. This was great. This was just fantastic planning. Oh, I'm so good at things. Such a great videos gamer. Videos gamer. You can put that on my my channel description. So good at videos game. All right, building up this railway. Things are looking pretty good. Low org in the 5th Dutch Army, but 5th Dutch Army doesn't need to exist. So go ahead and get rid of them. Obligation from Ethiopia expiring. That's very funny. You know, we'll absolve it. Just to get relations to be a little bit better. Because I want relations to be better. Obviously, this is costing me a significant amount of cash. We'll go ahead and build up a few more government buildings. law progressed to voting. Wonderful. Obviously, that's costing us cash, but we're in a bureaucratic deficit right now. This war is completely on hold while we try to take back our Warsangali uprising. Happily, no one seems interested in getting involved in that, so there's military statistics and self-propelled torpedoes, which I'm pretty pleased about. We're going to get working next on trench works. All right, we're there. Wonderful. 2 arms. So we're going to invade with the smaller army. Oh my god. Banjar, are you serious? I swear to God, if this stops me from getting Ethiopia because Banjar can't make this naval invasion happen, I'm gonna be furious. All right, well let's naval invade Gaza. We're a little bit over on efficiency, but I think we can win. They got a decent army, but not a great one. Hopefully Banjar will be able to take this territory. Meanwhile, we'll knock out... Nope, Gaza is winning the war. All right. Well, we're doing a lot of damage to them. Hopefully that'll impact things. Banjar, you better be successfully landing units, or I'm going to be furious. Okay, they do have an army here, so let's see how that goes. We'll see if they can make some landing progress. Alliances are a little rough. Banjar, I swear to God, if you are not making landing progress, I'm going to be furious. Banjar, I had a perfect plan. Banjar, what are you doing? Banjar! Banjar! Alright, there's Appointed Bureaucrats at least. So that gives us plenty of taxation capacity. Alright, we're winning the attack against Gaza right now. Alright, they're lit up. I swear to God, if I lose my war with Ethiopia because Banjar is too invasion happy but doesn't have enough of an army to actually invade, I'm gonna be furious. How are they not succeeding? The enemy doesn't have an army. Banjar, please! Can I kick them out of the war somehow? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Feared but not loved. The Empire of Japan, owing us an obligation, could be used to quest a propaganda campaign, making the world see our nation in a more present light. It is well for a nation to be respected, feared even, but can we truly expect them to support us in the future if most Empire of Japan children grow up hearing stories about how we will eat them if they don't behave? Everyone should remember how we came to their aid. If they accept... our infamy goes down, or why, when we're a nation to be feared, nothing happens. So they get a choice to reduce our infamy. I'm going to give them the option. I think that'd be nice. Accidental good press for Scandinavia. Private correspondence exchanged by members of the Anti-Scandinavian League have been published in pamphlets. The letters praise Scandinavia, contrary to the intentions of the intelligentsia. Frustration brews at the gathering of the Anti-Scandinavian League members. Many are equipped to blame the intelligentsia for this mishap, with the series of pamphlets distributed without their sanction. One member challenges the fervor of the group. Yes, this was not our intention, but this is not one minor setback in our grand undertaking. Good press for Scandinavia is harmless. Makes them a little bit salty, improves relations. When the intelligentsia should pull any remaining pamphlets, 5% of intelligentsia pops become more loyalist. I'm going to go with the second one. I think loyalism is nice. I don't need to improve relations with Scandinavia. They are my rivals. Alright. Gaza is bailed out of the war. Still can't naval invade. Yet. Okay, so at this point, I'm just waiting for Gaza. I can't afford to wait this long. I'm getting really borked financially. Tell you what we'll do. I think we'll demobilize the Second Dutch Army. Ooh, excellent. Never mind. Alright, Warsangali secession is good to go. So now we move our units in and pray we can get them there fast enough. Excellent. Banjar did it. It'll be about 3 weeks, because it's always about 3 weeks. Hopefully you don't wind up in a situation. Cool. Alright, I can drop taxes back down to England. This is a huge commitment of resources, but once it's done, we'll be sitting extremely pretty. And on the plus side, Dutch Somaliland no longer has a huge pile of radicals, because they just got heckin' radicaled. I don't need better relations with Spain. Let's improve relations with Brazil. Brazil's a good country to have a good relationship with. Doing solid with Mexico and the USA. Can I improve relations with Japan? I don't have an interest. Can I have an interest? I can. I'll improve relations with them soon. The children want mass conscription. Interesting. Alright, now we're on the front, and we're going forward, just as we wish to be. So this should go much faster now. It's obviously going to take some time for us to physically win the war, but, you know, I think we did what we needed to do, and I'm not salty. I'm a little salty. Just a little. Just a hair. So now the last thing we need to conquer over here is Isak, and then we'll be good to go. So does Isak have... It's got 1 battalion. I can probably do that with the Second Dutch Army. Wow, mobilizing all these units was actually genuinely probably a mistake. We're paying huge loads in interest right now. But if we can win this, I mean, not a mistake in this. I should have anticipated that this rebellion would happen. That was actually the mistake. The fact that I didn't see that was going to happen. All right, we're close. We got 40% occupation in Oromia. We're continuing to increase in occupation. Is Oromia their capital? It is not. Their capital is Gondar. Alright, so we will set Gondar as the objective. This episode's going to go real long because, you know, we got a lot going on. But, you know, hopefully that'll be fine. I thought I was just going to grab Isak and then be done with it, and then wait until Majerteen was my puppet, or was my dominion, but I think this way ended up being better. Oh, we already have good relations with Japan. Well, let's improve relations with China. No reason not to have good relations with China, that's what I say. Is that a thing I say? I'll never know. Uh-oh. Oh, well, we're moving troops into both fronts, so that shouldn't be a problem. Please tell me you're going to the main front? You are. Alright. Just making sure our larger army was going to the front that matters. So once again, if we can get control over Gondar, that's their capital, and that'll be fine. Alright, don't need to improve relations with Great Britain any longer. We'll let our trade agreement do that. If we've got one, which we don't, and they don't want one, which is sad. But that is what it is. Oh my goodness, both of our armies are over there. No! No! Gorhamit! Gorhamit! No! They're taking it back! No! Whew. Alright. Crisis averted. Polish mass immigration. Wonderful. So now, once we got our battles going, we got very much an advantage in technology and numerical superiority as well. So once that's done, we'll be good to go with all these. I'm just seeing it through to the end. All right, perfect. So now that their capital is occupied, would you become a protectorate? They absolutely would. Propose peace deal. Alright. And now they have access to our market through Majerteen, which has a port. So now I can safely give the rest of Somaliland to Majerteen. Actually, I'm going to wait until they are no longer... wait until they're our dominion and then hand it off. By then I'll also have Isak conquered. Anyway, so that's great. So we finally got Ethiopia as our puppet state. I'll go ahead and start improving relations, and we'll figure out what we need to build there next episode. For now, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I'll see you on the other side.